automatic forces attract me to females. I look this gorgeous. How did you even come in existence? Hey, or did you just appear out in an instance? You got me all driven, revving my pistons. I wonder if she like the stick shift. Hey, count a 4 and make a wish. I wish that shorty keep it lit. Cause if I shoot my shot, I won't miss. No backboard, gotta sound a light switch.
Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like
work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work out, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work out, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work out, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work out.
You should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you...
From the home of the Bills since way back in 1973, there's a look at Bills Stadium, just outside of Buffalo, New York. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Singletary, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The ball carrier.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll run here with Singletary. And, oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Mike, 53, Mike. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
To throw again, Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Here we go. Ready? One, Omaha.
There's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Hey, gun.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He'll air. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Denzel Mims. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Robbie Gould set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
4-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Allen going to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
53 to Mike, 53, check 53.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. He's got this one completed to Mims. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
The deuce is wild here. 2nd down and 2 with just about 2 minutes on the clock. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead.
For the point after.
They were able to stop him at the line on 1st down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination, and they got it done on the 2nd try.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game. and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
No, check that. We went Mike 52. 21. Check 26, check 29.
Now a handoff looking right. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And down to the 7-yard line.
Number 23.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another first and goal. Going to give this time to the tailback. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Carried by number 20.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. First and goal, no gain. Second and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball third time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
$13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Bills nothing.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Jimmy Garoppolo with his second touchdown pass of this first half. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score Jets 20, Bills nothing. Robbie Gould set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll give it to Singletary here to start the drive. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. Now a throw here to his running back. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Zach Moss, Pac-12 Offensive Player of the Year a season ago. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a run with Singletary. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
A carry for the fullback. This is Mike Burton. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Brought down at the
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now Allen. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
22, the ball carrier.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
First down and 10 yards to go.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Bills cut into that lead.
Tyler Bass for the extra point.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
It's a gain of
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace it.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll try and run for this with Moss. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a run with Moss. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
at the 17-yard line.
2nd and 12. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. On third down, Allen. And it's caught. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. To the air, Allen. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for Mike Burton. It's now 3rd and goal.
This Jet defense so far standing tall. They need another stop now, 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Moss. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Zach Moss in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills draw a bit closer. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there. They may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so the halftime break behind us, and we are back underway with the third quarter of action. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Garoppolo, he'll air this one out. He's got a man, complete. The 20. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 65 yards.
At the 10-yard line.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Now they try the right side here. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 12-yard line.
Now Garoppolo. To the right side, and he's got more, complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Allen. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week. And this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
And he's going to go down again. Quinnen Williams in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He'll rifle this one deep right side. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Now a handoff looking right. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
21.
From the 41, Garoppolo. He'll air this one out for Mims. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw is Garoppolo. Flush to his right. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Garoppolo under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. A.J. Epinesa. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Third down. Third and long.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on third and long? Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
13. Robbie Gould on for the field goal. A 34-yard attempt.
And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through. And that will swell the lead to 16. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw? And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
The ball carried by.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Tre'Davious White with a pick. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 12-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Allen. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 22. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. David Moore, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to go back to Moore there, and now it's third down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The Jets on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Shakes off the sag. Now Garoppolo lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. He was not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all. And it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 15. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 35. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation. And they took advantage of the young man right there.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
36, Bills 13. Robbie Gould set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen, short throw hauled in by Croft. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. Over the middle here to Brown. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
That's a gain of 6.
Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. From the gun, it's Allen. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bills get a bit closer.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
To throw, it's Allen. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game.
Bills 21. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show.
Number 23, the ball carrier.
We got a plane to catch.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
1st down, Jets.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Jets, it's a nice win to finish off what's been an ugly first half as they move to 2-6. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin.